We got some deals for you. Of course, it's Merger Monday, and we've also got a bit of SPAC action as well. Thoma Bravo's SPAC has agreed to take the Israel-based software company IronSource public. Now, the merger values the combined business at just over $11 billion, making it one of the largest SPAC deals we've seen in 2021. Bloomberg Senior Deals reporter Ed Hammond caught up with Thoma Bravo co-founder Orlando Bravo and the IronSource CEO as well. He asked them about the logistics of working out this deal during a global pandemic. Take a listen.
Anyone knows what in-person is anymore? The only person I met in person since last year is my wife and my two daughters. No, it was all done virtually, and I think that's actually very much telling of how strong this relationship is, because quite honestly, the main reason back then we decided that we'll go through a traditional IPO, that we felt that in order for us to partner with someone in a SPAC, we need to build a level of intimacy that we just didn't think will work in this virtual environment. But clearly, we've been able to do that. Clearly, if you really have a good chemistry, as you said, and you have a full alignment of interest and you share the same values, it's actually quite easy to connect, even if virtually. But I do look forward to meet Orlando and the rest of the team, giving a big hug.
Thoma, I want to follow up on the numbers. Look, as Orlando said, this is an unusual business for a SPAC in as much as it's already profitable. It has a pretty good history of growth. You have, several billion active users. So I'm interested from your point of view, why do you do a SPAC at all? Why not just go down the traditional route where you don't have to share the spoils with a cash company?
So the way we look at it is we've tried to keep IronSource private for as long as we can, right? And we've been able to grow the business. We've been profitable almost since day one. We've been growing super fast almost from day one. And we've really been able to unlock significant value while still being a private company. And I wanted to stay private for as long as we can. But today, now going forward with our ambition, with what we want to do in the market, with being even more of a market consolidator, growing even stronger and faster organically and non-organically, we had to take the company public. We needed that public currency. We need that visibility and transparency. We wanted to add some cash to the balance sheet to really be able to execute on all our plans and be very aggressive. So that was the main reason.
Orlando, look, you are sort of legend of private equity. You've a very, very illustrious career in that space. I'm interested why you've gone into the SPAC business. It's a crowded field right now. It feels, I think it's fair to say, a little bit frothy. So why go into that when you have, as I say, this enormously successful platform for private equity?
So look, our private equity business is phenomenal, and it is for companies that want to be private. It's full control deals for companies that want to be private, and there are a whole host of good reasons why companies throughout their life cycle and their journeys would like to be private for at least a period of time. Our SPAC business is for those phenomenal innovators that are going to be the huge franchises of tomorrow that want to go public. And IronSource has just exceeded all of our expectations in terms of our entry into the public markets in this way. And by the way, Thoma, I was checking, Thoma and I were talking about, I wanted to get out to Tel Aviv to see him, but flights were not allowed. I think they're going to recheck on April 22nd, but since Thoma said he's going to give me a big hug when he meets me, that's the first place I'm going to when we're allowed to get out.
For sure.
Look, Orlando, it would be remiss of me to do this without asking you about the next SPAC, what plans you have for that, how big you think you can go with this, and indeed what kind of company you might go after.
If we could find anything close to an IronSource, we would be extremely happy. I really can't emphasize what a special company this is, and time will prove that out. And of course, we're going to do another SPAC because we've had a wonderful experience in the first one.
Can you give us any idea of how big it will be?
At least the same size.